Today we're grooming Stanley, the 5-year-old Alaskan Malamute. Good boy, Stanley. Good sit. There you go. Now we must go into the bathtub. Come on, go in the tub. Up, 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 up. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, we love well-behaved dogs. Am I going to have to wear my ear protection, or are you going to be a good boy? Now, I already love Stanley from the moment he walked in the door, because he walked in with his ears back in a playful state, all excited to see where he was and see who I am, and that's just a really good indication that he's going to be a very sweet dog. It doesn't mean he'll be easy for grooming, but it definitely means that he has a lovely temperament and he likes people. So that's always exciting, because a lot of the dogs that I groom on this channel you guys see are nervous or aggressive, and they don't always approach me with such excitement. So it's nice when they're excited. Look at all the hair you're losing. Look at all this. Ho, you're gonna blow up the shop? You're a fluffy boy. Okay, I'm gonna start with some nasty critter first. Now, she told me he is vocal, so I do expect to have to put my ear protection on at some point. Good boy. Why I am doing him in the bathtub today? Obviously, when I groom animals in the shower, I have to bend over quite a bit. And although I am in fairly good shape, the less that I have to do that, obviously the better for my back. So I actually do try to put most dogs in the tub first. Because my bathtub is hydraulic, so it goes up and down, I can make it easier on me to groom the animal. But it's always dependent on the dog. If a dog comes in really, really nervous, I'll walk them over to the tub. If they don't jump in, then I usually put them in the shower. But I always try the bathtub first. Are you already starting? Are you already starting, good sir? Stanley, you're huge. I am putting on my ear protection already because I know he's going to sing to me this entire time, and I don't feel like damaging my hearing. So, now are you going to turn for me, or is turning going to be an event? He does not like having his back end touched, or his tail, but we are going to behave. So the reason why Stanley is here is because they did have a groomer for the first 3 years of his life, and then she said that groomer no longer groomed, so we don't know if she moved or whatever happened, but she went to a new groomer after that, and I think she said she went to 2 groomers and she just wasn't happy with it. And then since then, they haven't been able to find groomers willing to work on really large breed dogs. That typically doesn't mean that groomers are not willing to work on a dog of this size. What it usually means is that they are at capacity for the amount of large dogs that they can accommodate. So they're not accommodating any new large dogs. Which, unfortunately, because so many people are getting pets these days, groomers in my area are just swamped. Okay, we have to turn you. You're gonna turn willingly? Good turn, good turn. Oh, you're a good boy. You are definitely used to being in a bathtub, that's for sure. Now, I do love grooming Alaskan Malamutes. Oh, don't shake yet. I find that they have very funny personalities. They're very comical, they are very entertaining, and they are usually non-aggressive. Even the ones that do try to bite me, they're not really trying to bite me, they're more so trying to mouth the equipment and kind of just tell me off. But I've never really met an actual highly aggressive Alaskan Malamute. Just very opinionated ones, we shall say. Listen. If you shake, it's going to be a tsunami. So I need to try to prevent you from doing that. All right, so we did nasty critter. That is for deep cleaning. Now we are doing fluff off. That is to help loosen up all of that undercoat. Good, this is actually a perfect way to sit right now because I can get both sides of you. You don't want to stand that way because the noose isn't long enough that way. Another fun thing about this guy here is that he takes treats, which huskies and malamutes in my care, more often than not, do not take treats. He did come in with his own treats because he has allergies. So that's exciting that I'll be able to reward him throughout the groom, because again, they don't usually take them. Okay, your body is washed, but I must do your face. So I think what I'm going to do first is rinse your body, and then I will do your face. No shake, not yet. Good boy. Stanley, I have to wash your bum. Don't shake, not yet. This guy's listening when I put my hand at the back of his neck to prevent him from shaking, but a lot of the dogs that I groom just totally ignore me and shake anyways. It's nice when they listen. Hey. Yeah. Yes. Nope, no shake. Okay, I am going to move my camera out of the way and then wash his head because I know he is going to shake and get my camera soaked. Okay, you don't want this squirting in. Come here, big head. You're about to blow up everything. I would love to show you guys a cleanup of this dog's video, but because my shop is very white and his undercoat is white, you're not going to really be able to tell how all the hair is everywhere. So I need to do a cleanup video on a dark-haired dog that really blows their coat so you can see exactly how much of their hair gets everywhere. So I do plan to do that somewhere in the future. Treat. Good boy. Okay, you ready to blow up the shop? not want me to blow dry his head. I understood why he didn't want it blow dried with the high velocity, but I tried to use the smaller dryer and he still doesn't want me to blow dry it, so I guess you are going home with a damp noggin. All right, before I continue grooming, I am going to clean up all of this fur because it's everywhere and we need to have a fresh start. Spray you down in some conditioner and now I need to brush you. Now I was told that he is vocal. What are you doing? And he was hardly vocal for a Malamute. Obviously you guys have seen way more vocal on the channel. He looks amazing now and he was actually very, very well behaved for everything. The one thing he did do was every time I tried to blow dry in his groin here, he would get upset because he was trying to protect his gonads, but I had to continuously remind him that he no longer has any. So there's nothing you need to protect, Mr. Stanley. He doesn't know that. He thinks they're still there. Stanley, your treats actually smell ridiculously good in my pocket here, and they're making me very hungry. I almost want to try one myself. The owner said that the previous groomer damaged this dog's top coat when she groomed him. She said it was very scraggly looking, and my guess is that the groomer probably used a rake of some kind on this dog. Now, that's not necessarily incorrect, but I do find with the more woolly Malamutes, like this guy's got a longer coat, that if you use the rake, it kind of pulls a lot. It makes them super unhappy, and it really doesn't do the best job at deshedding them. I find that it takes a lot of the non-shedding hair out, which is not only painful, but would damage the coat. So I think you can use the rake a little bit, but you don't want to use too much of it because then it can damage the coat. So that's my guess, is that a rake was probably used. I prefer just to use a slicker brush and a metal comb on these guys. I don't use a rake really at all. I typically only use rakes on German Shepherds and Huskies. Huskies with short coats, not the woolly Huskies. But I don't find myself using the rake as often as I used to. I really feel like a good blowout and a slicker brush and an EquiGroomer pretty much does everything you need. I'm assuming there's something stuck on your tooth. Are those treats sticky? Boy. Okay, before I move over to the other side, I'm going to try to do those nails. She said he doesn't love having his nails touched, so we'll see how that goes. I need to get some of the shedding hair by your eye here, which is definitely a delicate place to brush, but you're shedding. Now, I'm not going to just put him in the groomer's helper or a muzzle right away. I want to see how he acts first. He doesn't appear to be a dog that really will go for a bite. Maybe a warning, but we will see. Let me see. You be a good boy. You're just going to be a fidgety dog. Let me see. Your nails don't appear to be very long. It's okay, buddy. It's okay, Stanley. It's okay, Stanley. They're not very long. Good boy. Let me see. Now hopefully you stay still for the paw shaving. It's okay. Yeah, I know. Those back ones are very short. Good boy. I do want to get in there a little bit more though if I can. You appear to have... So Stanley has allergies and his paws appear to be a little bit red. So I'm sure going in there with the clipper is probably not super... doesn't feel super nice. So I'm trying not to go too far in the paw pad. It's okay. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Either this dog goes on lots of walks, or he just had his nails clipped because they are very short. Yes. Now, it is very cold outside, but I'm still going to take him out because I don't think he's going to care. Right? Very windy day today. If you guys liked this video, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button to see more complimentary grooms just like Stanley's. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days.
Oh, hi, my handsome boy. Oh my goodness. You look so good. Oh my gosh, and you're dry. You're never dry. Let me see your feet. You have no more cringe feet. Hi. Hi.